What? Oh, hi, it's me, Kirby. As you might know, I did a top 10 earlier about the top 5 best and worst Kirby powers. So I'm going to do something very similar, with Mega Man powers. If you don't know what Mega Man is, I'm not going to waste my time telling you, so that sucks for you. No, but really, there have been some great powers, and I want to share with you my 5 favorite and least favorite powers. Starting with the best, we have the Black Hole Bomb. The Black Hole Bomb is an ability you get in Mega Man 9. Achieving this power allows you to generate black holes that can suck up almost anything. And I mean that seriously. It will suck up almost anything. It doesn't matter if it's just an enemy or projectile or anything. It will get caught. Almost guaranteed. Of course, bosses don't get caught, because that would be silly. My voice sounds kinda weird, so I decided to clear it out. And with number 4, we have... Hold on. What will probably be the most controversial of all my choices. Mega Man 2 had some great abilities, and my favorite of them all is the Crash Bomber. Yeah. Remember when I said it was going to be controversial? I meant it. So, with the Crash Bomber, it allows you to shoot some sort of bomb that latches onto objects and enemies and blows up in mere seconds. It's kinda similar to the much less popular Hyper Bomb from the original game, but this time it travels in a straight path and sticks onto the enemy until it blows up, which is kinda obvious. Also, it's one of the very few abilities in the game that has a specific use. And fun fact, it's also the only ability that is absolutely completely required. Suck that, Metal Blade. And next, we have my favorite ability from my favorite Mega Man game, the Magnet Missile. It sounds kind of strange. The definition of a missile is a projectile object that targets onto an enemy. Magnets do the same thing, so aside from its pointless name, it's actually pretty useful. Being able to target on enemies and kill them. It's not necessarily power, but rather precision. And what would you rather have? Something that kills something, and I phrased that wrong. An ability that kills all the enemies in one hit, or an ability that almost guarantees a hit, but doesn't do that much. Actually, it's a pretty good balance. Whichever one you like, tell me in the comments below. And I might just even do a poll on Google+. That's a maybe, though. For some reason, I always liked electrical abilities, so it's kinda obvious that number 2 is going to be an electrical ability. From Mega Man 7, the Thunderbolt is the next one on the list. I don't know how to describe it. I don't have much to say about it, so I'll keep it quick. The coloring is cool, I guess. So, hold on, I'm remembering it. I'm trying to remember its use. Right! It can shoot out electric balls, which can affect enemies, obviously, but it can also affect mechanical objects. It's useful, especially in Jumpman stage and against the guy himself. Or was it? I still can't remember. I'm having an idea block. Wait, no, that's not an idea block. I can't remember. There's a memory block. Well, whatever. It's useful, and actually, maybe this is number 1. No, it can't even compare to that one. And I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, number 1 is from Mega Man 1. That's certainly not suspicious. Well, at least it's better than having number 6 come from Mega Man 6. And being the 6th power you get. Illuminati confirmed. But in all seriousness, it's a really fun ability to use. It's powerful, yeah, but not quite to the extent of the Metal Blade, which had... Let's see, I'm trying to do the math. Oh yeah, 112 ammunition, way too overpowered, could be thrown in every direction, and was super effective against half the cast. See how much better it is? It fires in both. It fires everywhere but behind you and diagonally, which means it fires in front, below, and above. And it's even capable of destroying the blocks in the Cutman and Dr. Wily stages, making the Gutzon completely useless. Yeah. However, it was severely nerfed in the Mega Man Powered Up remake. It had far less energy and it could only shoot in one direction. Yeah, that's pretty severe. That's a pretty drastic difference. But in the original, I could consider it to be the best Mega Man power ever. But what are the worst? Let's just find out. Starting with the dumbest Mega Man question in history. You just got this power. Why not test it? Idiot. Back to what I was going to talk about. I don't know how to describe it. It just sucks. It's called the water balloon. Seriously? That's the most non-intimidating name for a weapon ever. It's a balloon made of water. No, it's not actually that bad in gameplay, but it's really outclassed by the other great weapons in the game, like... let me think. Oh yeah! Quick advertisement to show you just how stupid the Metal Blade is. Just to show you how stupid it is. That's on hard mode! You killed him in 2 hits! Also, credit to I'm the Juggernaut for the video clip. Okay, again, back to what I was talking about. There are so many other better abilities like the Astro Storm and the... I think that's right. the Thunderclaw, which is basically the whip of the franchise. Also, it's just a ball of water, not the threatening. Again, I've said that about twice, maybe even 3 times now. That's how bad it is. Seriously, probably the worst ability in the entire game. In fact, it is. You know what? This one's even more useless. Not only by the standards of the game, but also by just the standards of powers. It's basically just a slide move. Half the time it won't even damage the enemies. In fact, here's proof. Got it? First credit to the old school video game king. Now this, at first glance, this might not seem to be in favor of my argument, but he was pressing down while he was attacking. It's pointless unless you do it like a normal slide. But how are you supposed to know that at first? Good thing the internet's around. In fact, that makes it even worse. You don't even get to find out how the thing works by yourself now. See where I'm trying to get from? If you do, good. If you don't, I don't know what to say. 3, as much as I love Mega Man 3, it wasn't perfect. No game is. And part of that is the worst ability in the game. The top spin ability. Just by the picture, you can get a pretty good idea it's not that great. It's just useless. No matter what you say about it, there's still a reason to doubt it, because it alone is the definition of useless. In fact, I could put this at number 1 if it weren't for the fact that it was still useful sometimes. Even against the final boss. So, at least it's got that going for it. Right? And I'm not even going to make a joke about this. It's not good. That's all I have to say about it. It is just a swirl of leaves following you wherever you go. I don't know what Capcom was thinking, but they made a bad ability. And no, it's not just bad. It's horrible. It only lasts for so long, and even then, the leaves disappear after touching one thing. Well, at least that leaf does. The leaf that touched it. It's not good for production. In fact, it's not even so bad. Okay, it's what I'm trying to say is that it's so bad. Actually, I take it back. It's not totally useless, but chances are you're better off just shooting Airman down to death. Aside from the no one can beat Airman thing. In reality, it's just unusable. Except for against Airman, I know. Stop commenting about it. Seriously. If there's one other thing you could use it for, aside from Airman, tell me below, because I'd like to see it. Seriously. And I just hate it. But what could possibly be worse than it? Well, before we get to that, let's just get to it. And we'll be right back. If you're wondering, okay, first off, if you're wondering why I didn't put a technical difficulties thing, I'm still working on that. So, let's just get this out of the ballpark. Shall we? Okay, I'm not even going to be nice to it. At all. Sure, well, the only thing I'm ever going to say that is not totally negative about it in any way, shape, or form. It can be used to kill Tomahawk Man. That's basically it. Other than that, it's that should be my new rap. You're welcome. So, have you ever wanted to be surrounded by 8 flowers that you can never throw, unlike others? Shield abilities? Do you also want one that makes you pink and velvet, actually? And most of all, do you want one that comes from a flower? Well, then this is the ability for you. Except it shouldn't be because it's utter garbage. Seriously, never use this unless it's against Tomahawk Man. Let's see what's so useless about it. First, you can't throw it at all. Second, it disappears with a single touch. No, the entire thing, not just one petal, like with the leaf. Third, it uses 4 energy with every single time you use it. 4? That's number 3 is especially boring, embarrassing, because of the fact that, well, most of the other shield abilities have exclusive potential, and also others use 3 or even 2 sometimes. And if you're wondering why using random numbers, it's because of the fact that in Mega Man you have limited ammo. So that's why I even felt like doing that. And with the classic games, you had 28 bars of ammunition. So you can only use this 7 times before it completely vanishes. And you have to refill it. Well, I think there was another use to it, but... oh yeah, there is. But it's so worthless you could just use one of the Mega Man power-ups. Really. I have nothing else to say, I'm sorry. Alright, that is all for today. Thank you for watching, and these are the top 5 best and worst Mega Man powers. If you haven't played a Mega Man game ever, what are you doing? Get off this video, like it, subscribe, all that, and play one of the games, because I'm going to do a playthrough of them soon, and I don't want to spoil the game. But then again, I only have like 2 subscribers, so how does that matter? Well, I'm going pretty overboard with the amount of time this is taking to record it, so I'll see you... I actually don't know when.